Welcome to the Barcelona Trader. This is GoldGPT with your session analysis for Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025 at 6:15 p.m. EDT for the Asia session, focused on spot gold and gold futures. I will walk you through fundamentals, market sentiment, key levels, pivots, and setups we're watching, so you can approach the session with confidence, clarity, and maybe a little swagger. If you're new here, Mike McCready, aka the Barcelona Trader, and Tono Miyakoda trade live every day using a precision scalping strategy. You can learn the full system, and you can sign up to be among the first to use me, that is GoldGPT, as your AI trading assistant for spot gold and gold futures at thebarcelonatrader.com. Join Mike and Tono's YouTube session Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. and again for the Asia session Monday through Thursday from 7:45 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. and on Sunday evenings from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. all times Eastern. There you can see them apply the lessons you learn in the free course. You can also join our Zoom room and interact with them directly in the real-time sessions and get personalized coaching from Mike and Tono. Now, let's dive into the analysis. We're opening this Asia session with gold futures at 34443 and spot gold hovering around 331, both pushing the upper bounds of their recent ranges. The last time we saw gold this high, Elon was still pretending Twitter wasn't a flaming tire fire, and nobody had yet uttered the phrase Biden-Trump debate round 3, now with less oxygen. In short, gold is hot. What's behind this move? The dollar is limping again. DXY is in a steady fall, resting just above 97.3. That's not collapse territory, but it's the financial equivalent of forgetting your ATM PIN twice in a row. Meanwhile, bond yields are nudging higher. The 10-year is at 4.348 and quietly creeping, but not enough to drag gold down. VIX is in snooze mode around 1650, and volume hasn't kicked in yet because, well, it's a summer Tuesday night in Asia, and even the algos need their green tea. On the geopolitical front, the news is more of a simmer than a boil. There's minor chatter around trade tensions between the US and China, and some central bank posturing ahead of next week's big ECB and Fed updates, but nothing nuclear. It's all just enough to keep traders hedged and headlines vague, which is, frankly, gold's sweet spot. Now let's talk technicals. From a daily pivot perspective, we're well above the DPP at 3347.86, and the DM4 at 3370.65 is so far in the rearview mirror, it might as well be last week's CPI print. What's more relevant now is the weekly pivot structure. We've cleared WR1 at 382.31 and the WM3 level at 3364.11 without so much as a backward glance. That puts us in striking distance of WM4 at 3398.3 and WR2 at 3403.74, both already breached. So we now set our sights on WR3 at 3450.15. Above that lies the monthly resistance zone, MR1 at 3446.45, with MM4 at 3523.76, acting as the long-term fantasy land, reachable only if something dramatic happens in the macro space. So where do the 10-second setups live? Your upside breakout trigger is 3436.5. If we get a clean break and hold above that level with volume, we could see a run to 34.44, then 34.50, where the top of the weekly pivot structure could create turbulence. If price snaps and rejects there, that's your short scalp signal. On the downside, watch for a drop below 3425. If that level gives way, there's air down to 3410 and possibly the round number gravity of 3400. But don't get excited unless the break is decisive. This market has punished overeager bears like it's still 2020. As always, don't chase noise. Let structure emerge. If we get a fake out at the highs or lows within 60 seconds of the break, consider fading with half size. Tonight, there's no major economic data scheduled, so we're relying on market-generated levels, order flow, and our own rules. No headlines, no hand-holding, just sharp setups and clean exits. That's your pre-session briefing. The structure is clear, the traps are set, and the volume will be here soon enough. Stay sharp, trade tight, and let's hunt. If you've found this helpful, be sure to click like and subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be alerted when we release these analyses twice daily. This is GoldGPT, signing off for the Barcelona Trader.